Want to support the channel? Go check out my Patreon. There's perks like access to videos early and plenty more rewards. Every contribution is appreciated as it keeps me making great content for you guys. For more information, go to patreon.com/Maqwell. Previously on the Newcastle Great Escape, we have cut the deficit between us and 17th from 12 points to just 11 points. Our next match is against West Ham, and they're currently 10th place. Magpies on the attack on the left flank. It's Jamal Lewis with plenty of space to run into. No one even covering him, no one even closing him down. He brings this to Sam Maxima. Sam Maxima just turns on the Jets, gets right past everyone, and finishes it brilliantly. It's 1-0 to Newcastle just like that. A few minutes later, a corner for Newcastle. It's whipped in by James Ward-Prowse. It's headed away, but it only goes to Sam Maxima, and Sam Maxima with a brilliant curler off the post and in. Mwah! Immaculate. Just to put this one to bed, it's James Ward-Prowse leading the attack. He brings it to Almiron. Now Miguel Almiron sees the run of Joe Linton. It's a fantastic ball to him. Joe Linton versus the keeper, and it's saved. Possibilities here for West Ham in the 74th minute. It's a really bad pass, but this one's an even worse pass. The Newcastle player just runs away from the ball, and now Allaire has it. He finishes it, and we don't have a clean sheet, but it's fine. We still win 2-1. After a pretty bad run of matches, we definitely needed that. We've cut the deficit down to just 8 points. Can we continue this momentum? Well, we'll have to answer to Manchester United first. 6th place, Manchester United on the attack through Martial, but he's dispossessed by the defender. Now it's James Ward-Prowse on the ball. He gets this one to Miguel Almiron. Miguel Almiron with a fantastic ball to Callum Wilson, and it's just Callum Wilson versus the keeper, and he finishes that bottom left corner. 1-0 to Newcastle, and that is a very good start for us. Newcastle continue with the attacks though. Miguel Almiron to Alan Sam Maxima. Now Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson with some space to run into, gets it to James Ward-Prowse, lobs it up to Takashi Inui. Now Inui tries to find someone in the middle. He cuts inside, then gets a shot himself, and it's saved by De Gea. Right before the end of the half, an awful mistake by Augusto, and now it's Manchester United to capitalize on this one. 1-1. Just kill me. That won't stop the fighting spirit of Newcastle United though. Alan Sam Maxima, a great ball to Almiron, an even better one to Takashi Inui as he's just all by himself, and his shot is saved by the keeper. Red Devils on the attack though. It's Fernandes, gets a good ball to Van de Beek, who can just take on the Newcastle defense by himself. Gets a great ball to Martial. Martial has a shot, and it just misses. Back and forth between Newcastle and Manchester United. It's Newcastle's turn though. James Ward-Prowse receiving it from Clinton Mata. A fantastic ball to Joe Linton. And look at us, we're now in 19th place, just 6 points behind 17th place. Our next match is against 14th place Everton, and we start this primetime match against Everton at home with Gabamo passing into Delph, an even better ball to Richarlison, and it's 1-0 to Everton. Not a great start, and it continues to be that way. It's Fabian Delph, brings it out to Payet. It's blocked the first time, Payet gets it back, crosses in for Richarlison, and he just misses. Finally, it's Newcastle's turn. Augusto to Almiron. Almiron with a fantastic ball to Callum Wilson. Just him versus the keeper, no one to phase him, and he takes the worst shot he could possibly ever take. But off the corner, it's Ward-Prowse directing this one to Martinez. Now Augusto covered by Fabian Delph, gets it to Callum Wilson on the edge of the box, flips it to Inui, and Takashi Inui brings it level for the Magpies. But it doesn't stop there. We're into the second half. Alan Sam Maxima gets a good ball to Miguel Almiron. Almiron cuts, then brings it to Callum Wilson. Wilson turns, takes the shot, it's right at the keeper. Newcastle developing even more momentum and a bit of a rhythm into the second half. It's James Ward-Prowse. He sees the run of Callum Wilson, and Callum Wilson once again freeing himself of all the defenders. He has a go, and again it's right at the keeper. And with so many shots squandered and so many chances missed, could Everton capitalize on this? It's Marcus Alonso. He gets this to Gomez. Now back to Alonso. Payet on the wing. He crosses this one for Richarlison, who again misses wide. The intensity just increases over time. It's Sam Maxima out to Jamal Lewis. In the box is Miguel Almiron. Outside the box is Ward-Prowse. He goes in, but he's closed down by the defender, and now he brings this to Almiron, flips it off to Joe Linton. Last 3 played, last 3 won, and it's really done bits for us. And with wins against Manchester United and Everton, I'm sure we can get a win against West Brom. But West Brom may think otherwise. It's Diangana getting a great pass. He then just holds on to it. Jamal Lewis can't do anything. This ball goes to Martin. Martin passes it to Krovanovic, and Krovanovic with a fantastic finish into the top right corner, and West Brom are 1-0 up against us. And it continues for the Baggies. It's Luke Ayling passing this to Sawyers. Sawyers to Krovinovic, now to Martin, and it is 2-0 to West Brom. This is not what we want. Man's really flexing on Newcastle right now. Okay. And yeah, it didn't get any better. A corner for West Brom here. It's off the crossbar and into the net. West Brom fans go wild. A 3-0 win for them. And that result is really not ideal. Just 3 matches remaining. Sheffield United, Chelsea, and Leicester City. This is going to be a difficult job, but it is still very much possible. Unfortunately for us, Leeds United got a draw, so that means the deficit is back to 4. But it's okay. There is still hope. And why is that, Maqwell? Because we face 18th place Sheffield United. Already on our game, just 4 minutes in and already an attack for us. It's Almiron, gets a good ball to Renato Augusto. He cuts inside, then drops it to Callum Wilson, who shoots it right at the keeper. But then Sheffield United with an opportunity. It's Boadu with some space to run into. He gets this to Sanderberge. Now back to Boadu. It's blocked, but it falls right to Sanderberge. Now to Osborne. Osborne then gets fouled by Socrates in the box. And my God, Socrates, can you do something that isn't either conceding a goal or giving up a penalty? And this could end all our hopes and dreams. It's Boadu, but it's Super Dubravka who betters him with the save. He keeps us in this battle. And after that penalty save, it was all Newcastle. Sheffield United just had nothing else for us. And it's Callum Wilson. Gets a ball to Takashi Inui. Inui then sees Almiron all by himself. Takes the shot, and it's saved by the keeper. Second half now, and it's Newcastle continuing to attack. It's James Ward-Prowse. He breaks away from the midfielder, then gets this to Joe Linton. It's off the defender, but falls right to Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse then sees the run of Augusto, and apparently it's Aaron Ramsdale playing as fucking prime Neuer again. We can get ourselves the 1 point, but preferably 3 points would be even better. It's Renato Augusto on the ball. He then passes it to Joe Linton. Joe Linton, great ball to Saint-Maximin. Off, Aaron Ramsdale. Why do you always have to be so good against me? Right, this is a bit of a dire situation now. We have to win our next match. We actually have to win both of our matches if we want to stay up, but if we want to stay in the battle for right now, we have to beat Chelsea. But if we can beat Manchester United and Everton, there is a possibility. Ward-Prowse, good ball to Callum Wilson, and it's a great finish from him. Already 1-0 to Newcastle. The goal is simple. Just keep Chelsea away from our box, because if they come anywhere close to Socrates or Inigo Martinez, they're going to very much score. But it's Inui. Good ball to Almiron. An even better one to Renato Sanchez to set up the shot, but it's a good save by the keeper. But here's Chelsea right near our box. Not really that great for us, but it's Kai Havertz out to Azpilicueta. Just keep them away from the inside of the box and we'll be good. But it's Conte. He pierces the box, and it's Timo Werner who pierces the net. It's 1-1 here in Newcastle now. Chelsea on the attack. They could very much put a dagger in our hopes and dreams. It's Ziyech now to Kai Havertz, but it's dealt with pretty well by the defense finally. And it's Callum Wilson heading this down to Almiron. Almiron passing it to Augusto. Augusto with some space to run into. Gets a brilliant ball out to Saint-Maximin. Saint-Maximin attacks on the left flank, and now he just goes into the box, cuts inside, drops this back to Augusto. Augusto, he sees Saint-Maximin go back on side, and Saint-Maximin with a fantastic curler to get us the winner, hopefully. 2-1 to Newcastle. Could we hold on to this? But here come Chelsea again through Conte. He passes this to Bellarabi. Bellarabi then gets this back to Conte. Conte with some space to cross this one in for Timo Werner, but it's Super Dubravka again making the saves. And yes, we somehow beat Chelsea. We're still in this. And so it all comes down to this. We have made quite possibly one of the most historic comebacks, but we have to complete it. The scenarios are simple. We face Leicester. We have to win against them. But on top of that, we need other results to go our way. We either need Leeds or Burnley to lose. Leeds play Wolves, so that's probably the better chance, but there's also Burnley who face West Brom. There's a chance with them as well since West Brom's kind of overachieving. Another scenario is if Southampton lose, and we score enough goals to break the goal differential tiebreak. So Leicester City, the team I literally did a career mode on like a few weeks ago. Can we pull off the impossible? here come Leicester with an opportunity. It's Harvey Barnes losing it though. It goes to Takashi Inui. Now Almiron, who takes a shot from way out, and it's a great save by Kasper Schmeichel. Now a throw in for Newcastle. They just continue with the attacks. Socrates gets a ball to Inigo Martinez. Not really though. It's a horrible pass. Now it's Perez to Vardy, but it's Super Dubravka again to make the saves that really keep us in this. Magpies again on the attack. It's Callum Wilson leading it. He gets a good ball to Miguel Almiron. It's just way out too wide to really do anything with it. He gets it to Takashi Inui. Now to Augusto. Back to Inui. Inui curls it, and it's caught by Kasper Schmeichel. Now Luke Shaw for Leicester. He gets dispossessed by Takashi Inui. Inui just leading the attacks for Newcastle. He's been the best player so far. Gets it to Ward-Prowse. Now Ward-Prowse gets this to Callum Wilson near the edge of the box. Callum Wilson, not much he can do. He drops it to Almiron, and it's saved by Kasper Schmeichel again. Alright, so now with halftime, not much going our way, really. First off, we have Burnley drawing against West Brom, and then Wolves just so happen to really not be performing for us for whatever reason. Second half played, the intensity just grows even more. 45 minutes to determine if Newcastle United can stay in the Premier League. It's Almiron. Good ball to Augusto. Augusto cuts, then takes the shot, and once again, it's saved by Kasper Schmeichel. Literally every single other goalkeeper has just been our kryptonite in the Premier League so far. San Maxima to Augusto though. Ward-Prowse. Good ball to Callum Wilson. He finishes it into the bottom right corner, but unfortunately enough, it's offside. But it's okay. Still time. It's Callum Wilson out to Miguel Almiron on the edge of the box. He stops, then tries to find someone. He can't really do so. Then he just dribbles outside the box, finds Augusto also outside the box, then drops it back to Almiron, gets it to Callum Wilson. Not looking great for us. It's Leicester on the attack through Harvey Barnes, but it's Clinton Mata giving a bit of trouble, but still he crosses it in. It only falls to Inui off a defensive header, and now it is Newcastle with a counterattack that could very much help us big time. It's Augusto. He passes this one to San Maxima. San Maxima sees the run of Callum Wilson in behind the defense. Yeah, so we got relegated.
St. Maximin, on the wing, and you got two men down just being him. They wearing Gucci, so ain't Gucci.